it's Caitlin. So I'm doing my first Halloween makeup tutorial, and this one is a Snow White look. So the first half of this video I do just the classic pretty Snow White makeup. And so if you just want to do that, you can just watch that part and do that, or if you want to transform it into a more scary look, then you can just keep watching and see how I get this kind of scarier Snow White look. Yeah, so it's pretty straightforward. The beginning part is just a full face of nice, pretty makeup, and then I kind of just make it scary at the end by just doing the eye, like the blood drops and some veins around my mouth. So yeah, I hope you guys like watching this, and if you want to get this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so after moisturizing, I'm just going to put on some primer, and I'm using the Benefit Professional Primer. Okay, and so for foundation, I'm going to be mixing a regular foundation with a pigment. This is a Makeup Forever chromatic mix, and it's just like a white pigment, so you can mix this into whatever you're using. You can put it into foundations or like creamy products basically, or liquid products. So I'm going to be using Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and the color I'm using is Snow. So I'm going to do like one pump first, and then I'm going to put a little, maybe a few drops of this. So this foundation's already really white stuff, so just like this. And I'm going to mix it in. Okay, so once we have our foundation done, we're going to do a little bit of concealing. So I'll be using the Shape Tape Concealer in the color Fair, and I'm probably going to drip a little bit of the white pigment as well under my eyes. Dab it under here. Okay, and once I have my concealer and everything in place, I'm going to set it with some loose powder, and I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I'm also going to use this powder to set my eyelids for the eyeshadow. Okay, so now I'm going to do my eyebrows, and I'm going to be using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the color Ebony. And I'm basically just going to fill them in just like I normally would, so I'm not going to do anything really crazy. Okay, so there's our finished eyebrows. I'm going to move on to doing the eye look, and I'm actually going to be using, I'm going to base it off of the Disney kind of makeup look, and she just had really like kind of a taupey grayish brown shade all over her lid, so I'm going to kind of keep it to that. I have these shades from Makeup Geek. I'm going to kind of use these two and maybe another shade, but this gray is called Stealth. It's just like a really good matte gray. But first I'm going to use my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette just to do like a crease shade first. So I'm going to mix them. I'm going to use this one first over here. This one's called Latinous. And I'm going to keep it kind of a rounded shape. And then to diffuse that a little bit, I'm going to use this top shade up here called Lazarus. And now I'm going to go in with that gray color that I showed before, this one right here. I'm going to just pack this pretty much all over my lid. Fine it a tiny bit, I'm going to use this other shade called Vintage, and it's like a kind of a grayish purple. Hard to explain this color. It's like a brownish gray purple color. I'm just going to use a little bit kind of on the crease area, the outer crease. Okay, and then for eyeliner, I'm going to use M.A.C's Smolder eye pencil, and I'm just going to keep it against my lash line, and I'm going to slightly smoke it out with a little bit of black eyeshadow as well. Before I blend that in, I'm actually going to use the Shade and Light palette again, and I'm going to use a mixture of the two shades, this one and this one, just a little bit under my eye. Okay, so with that same pencil brush, I'm going to get black from this palette, and it's called, let's see, Shax, I think. Okay, and then for the bottom waterline, I'm going to use a flesh tone kind of, or you can use a white pencil, just to make my eyes look more round. Okay, and then once I have my eyeliner, I'm just going to put on some mascara, and then I'm going to be putting on some false lashes too. Okay, so for the false lashes, I'm going to be using these Kiss trio lashes, and they're like the size medium, so they're not short, but they're not the long ones, they're just kind of in between. So I'm going to be putting probably maybe 3 of these along my lashes. So I just did 3, and then I'm leaving pretty much from here over on just natural without any. So I'm going to let the glue dry, and then I'm going to move on to my face. So I'm going to just contour my face a little bit. So for contour, I'm going to use this Makeup Geek contour called Love Triangle, and it's for warm porcelain skin tone. So this is really good for really pale skin. For blush, I'm going to use this MAC blush called Peony Petal. It's just a really bright, cute pink color. White Beauty lip pencil. It doesn't have a name, but the number is 034. So it's kind of a pinkish red color. So I'm just going to line my lips normally. Actually, I'm going to do them a little more rounded on the top just to kind of get that cartoony kind of look. For lipstick, I'm going to use Bite Beauty in Sour Cherry. It's just a really pretty deep red. Here is the finished classic pretty sweet Snow White look. So if you want to get this just simple Snow White look and you're dressing up as Snow White, then you can stop here, but I'm going to continue and make it a lot scarier. So the next version is going to transition into basically if Snow White eats the apple and it's, you know, poison, and what happens to her after that. So I'm going to make it a lot more scary, and I'm going to base it a little bit off of this drawing I did recently. So, you know, she has some scary blood coming out of her eyes. So I'll probably do something similar to this. So yeah, if you want to stop here and just have a really pretty Snow White look, then there you go. But if you want to get something really scary and stick around to watch that, then just keep on watching. So we're now going to move into the more scary and spooky Snow White makeup. So I'm going to start with using... So I'm actually going to use that lip liner that I was using, the Bite Beauty one, just to trace out kind of where I'm going to draw the like blood marks. Okay, then I'm going to use this red eyeshadow. This is from the B.H. Cosmetics palette. I'm just going to use this really bright red right here. My eye, just right here. Use this on here. So if you have a pencil, like a red pencil that's safe for your waterline, go ahead and put that in. I would definitely do that, but I don't really have one that's safe for that. I only have lip liners. I only have lip liners and eyeshadows, so I feel like I don't want to mess with putting one of those in my eye. But if you do have one, definitely do that. And then to make myself look more like I'm kind of dying, I'm going to use this Kat Von D shade Lazarus to contour my face, and it's a lot more gray toned, so it's a little bit more like it looks like you're dead. And I'm going to also use some of that under my eyes with the red too. And do something a little bit more. I'm going to use a blue eyeliner, kind of like as veins. I'm going to do a few coming out of my mouth just from like when she's eating the poison apple. It's sort of just starting to react in more than one place. So if you don't want to do this and you just want to leave it at this, you can. I'm going to just kind of test it out and see how it looks. So this is a Marc Jacobs pencil called Odyssey. So I'm basically just doing them very lightly so they look like real veins, kind of. I'm going to use this lip gloss. I actually used this last year. It's called Bloodwork. And I don't really use it as a lip gloss anymore, but I just use it for stuff like this now. So I'm just going to put this on the drops just to look more real. So they have some dimension and like some shininess. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you liked watching it, and that if you are going to be Snow White, maybe I changed your mind and you're going to be a scarier Snow White. But if not, hopefully the first part of the video helped you in just being a really pretty classic fairy tale Snow White. So yeah, this is my interpretation of Snow White having the poison apple and what happens to her afterwards. Yeah, I hope you guys like it. I'm sorry I don't have a costume. I don't have a Snow White costume handy, but I thought I would wear some like yellow and red at least. But I don't have blue. But this will have to work. And yeah, if you guys have any ideas of a Halloween makeup videos you want me to do, let me know below. I have some ideas. I'm going to do some more. But if you do have any other ideas, I'd love to hear them because I'm still open to doing whatever. So yeah, hopefully you guys liked this and give me a thumbs up if you did. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.